Changing over from, say, Portuguese to the English language, changing over from literature to politics, how difficult was it for you?
A matter of necessity.
Yeah, but you did well in that sense.
Yeah, a matter of survival.
But I think it's more than survival in the sense that it was not just playing as night's watchman or.
No, I always had that willpower
Yeah.
to do something better than most. And it was not much of an effort or tiring, nothing like that. I remember, for instance, on a trade mission, at that time I was secretary of the board of trade. Was sent to Ceylon,
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka now, but then Ceylon.
Yeah.
And we had this problem. Daman and Diu were producing an excess of dry fish,
Yeah.
for which there was no market
I see.
except Sri Lanka,
I see.
because though they are Buddhists,
Yeah.
they eat plenty of dry fish.
I see.
That's the biggest market in the world.
I see.
So the collector of customs had asked us to get a list of all the varieties we had for export.
Yeah.
And we wrote the translation, some clerical work, some clerk did the work of translation. There is a fish in Daman, more or less like cod,
I see.
called kunt.
I see.
Now, he spelt it in Portuguese with a K.
Yeah.
So when I went there to negotiate the deal, the collector of customs plus the chairman of the cooperative wholesale establishment,
Yeah.
they said, okay, never mind, we pass this list.
I can
But
imagine.
show us a sample of dried cunt.
Okay, that's a typical Mario joke, but I could imagine what's coming. Yeah. Anyway, how do you rate the kind of journalism that is being practiced in Goa today? How do you see it, shortcomings and all?
What?
Journalism in Goa today, how do you rate it? Good, bad, indifferent, problematic?
No, it is indifferent. I mean, a lot of progress was done, material progress. A lot of bad things have come,
Yeah.
which were inevitable.
Lot of, sorry?
Lot of bad things have come,
Yeah.
which were inevitable.
Yeah, bad things, right?
Like corruption, this, that, and etc. One thing must be said about the Portuguese regime.
Yeah.
There was no widespread corruption. Some
There was
guy,
no chance to, maybe.
no, plenty of chance. You know, the imports,
I see. I
exports,
see.
there are plenty of chances. And don't forget that with
Yeah.
the savings of the housing board,
Yeah.
Junta de Comércio Externo,
Yeah.
on differences of price of rice
I see.
bought by us and sold to the public.
I see.
The airport of Mumugao was built,
I see.
the warehouses of Kortali were
I
built,
see.
and the Junta house was built.
Which are still there, yeah.
Yeah. So there and I think Alban Kuto mentions it in one of
I
the
see.
books that they inherited from the Portuguese some 10
Yeah.
crores of rupees through Junta.
Yeah.
10 crores was the big sum of
I
money
see, in those days.
in those days.
Mario, people like you who have such a high profile on the Goa journalism field would also attract a lot of criticism for various things that you have done or not done. What would you regret? The criticism.
I don't regret. In fact, when there was the story of Kazimir Monteiro coming to Goa,
Yeah.
I was one of the suspects, and I was held for 10 days without trial
Suspects for?
for that bomb which you wanted
see.
to plant or whatever. And at the end of 10 days, I was told there's no case against you.
No, people kind of blame high profile journalists, of not doing their duty well enough. Would you feel that this charge?
You have to see the constraints. You know what you are reading. You don't know what the guy has written.
Correct.
So the journalist could not go out and say, well, I have written this which has been chopped off by the censorship.
Also, as a freelancer, I know that one has to survive in the game. You cannot.
No. There was no money in.
No, not survive. I mean, in the sense that you have to live to fight another battle. You cannot kind of write in a way that you lose your job.
No, there was no job.
Okay.
There was no job. We were doing it for the sake of doing.
What's the advice for youngsters who are in journalism today?
Advice for youngsters. First, know the language.
Yeah.
Second, be inquisitive.
Yeah.
And if it comes to it, suspect your own father. Never throw a hint or never throw out a clue.
Yeah.
without going into it. And only then can you be a very fair journalist. Then another cardinal rule: listen to all points of view.
Yeah.
Don't take a story from one guy.
Thanks a lot.